Just as there is a lot involved in buying a new home, there are quite a few things involved in selling a home too. In this video, I'll go over the major steps involved in selling a home and some general timing of when each step should be done. I am Lillian Morrow with John L. Scott Real Estate in Puyallup, Washington. Thanks for joining me today. If you haven't already seen my home selling process checklist part 1, you might want to start there. If you have already seen it, then welcome back. So when you're about 2 to 3 weeks out, you want to do a financial check. If you will be buying a new home and you will need a mortgage, reach out to your lender to get fully approved, or better yet, fully underwritten, which will help you compete and close more quickly on the buying side. If you need a lender referral, ask your realtor. Also during this time, have a discussion with your realtor to revisit the price you have set for your home. Have there been any recent changes in the market, or have you made significant updates that will affect the price? Another thing to discuss with your realtor is whether you would like to have an open house. Open houses are typically done the first weekend the home is for sale, and it makes it easier for buyers to just drop by and take a look, and it may make it easier for you as the seller as well by reducing the number of private showings. If you will have an open house, you'll want to keep the home clean for the event. Hopefully you'll get offers after that first weekend to make your efforts worth it. Also during this time, keep cleaning and decluttering. When selling a home, you want to stage it to look clean and spacious. That doesn't mean you have to hire a professional stager, but that is an option as well. That's another thing you can discuss with your realtor. About 1 week before your house goes on the market, it's time to have photos taken. You'll want professional photos of your home. Most buyers will start their search online, so you will want great photos to encourage them to come visit your home in person. Bad lighting and angles can lead to poor photo quality and may cause some buyers to lose interest. You want to capture the interest of as many buyers as possible to get them to come look at your home in person, and high-quality professional photos can help do this. The more interested buyers you have in your home, the more profit you'll likely make. Your realtor should be able to help you find and schedule a photographer, and may even pay for the photos as part of their marketing campaign. And don't forget, keep cleaning and decluttering. If you haven't already, talk to your realtor about whether you will set an offer review date or whether you prefer to review offers as they are received. In a seller's market, you may get multiple offers on a home, and setting a specific review date gives a bit of time for more potential buyers to see your home and get an offer in. If you take the very first offer you receive, you may not be getting the best price for your home. Discuss how you want to manage potential offers with your realtor. You're now ready to go live. Once your home goes live and is listed for sale publicly, you will need to be ready for your home to be toured during the day. You can set limits to the availability, but the more flexible you can be, the better. Keep your home as clean as possible during the time your home is for sale. Be ready for potential buyers to want to tour your home with short notice. Make your beds, do the dishes, and sweep or vacuum often. Be sure to keep your yard well maintained too. It is best for sellers to leave the home when potential buyers have a showing, since buyers tend to picture themselves living in the home when they are taking a tour with the realtor. If you are there, it could be a distraction for them, and they won't feel comfortable planning and discussing how they would live in the home. If you are having an open house the first weekend, be sure to plan to be away from home during that time. Your realtor will arrange to be there or have another realtor on site during the open house to greet guests and answer questions. Ask your realtor for feedback on private showings and open houses that they may have received. If there are any negative comments, you may need to work to correct whatever is causing them if possible. In the seller's market, if your home doesn't sell quickly, you may need to reassess the sale price. It's not ideal to have to lower the sale price for your home, but sometimes it needs to be done. A good realtor should discuss this with you early on so that you can plan for it in the event it does happen. Whether you decide to review offers on a specific date or as you receive them, your realtor will review and discuss them with you. Listen to their feedback. The offer with the highest price may not be the best offer for you. It might be that an offer with a slightly lower price has better terms and is more likely to close quickly and will be less likely to have issues. Some terms to consider about offers are: is it a cash offer, or what type of financing will they need? How much down payment are they offering? What contingencies are they asking for? For example, do they want an inspection or are they willing to waive it? Are they asking for any credits at closing for something they believe needs to be fixed? Or have they requested any personal property to be included? What is their requested closing date, and does it work with your schedule? Once you have chosen the offer you like and you have mutual acceptance with the buyer, if you are buying another home and you were not able to buy before selling, and you want to time the closing of your new home to as closely as possible to the closing of the home you are selling, now is probably the time for you to start looking for your new home. Although if they are having an inspection, you may want to wait until that is complete. If you put an offer in on your new home after you have an accepted offer on your existing home, it's more appealing to a seller than if you did not have a buyer yet for your current home. But in this market, it may still be a challenge. So as noted, it's best if you can sell and then have someplace to go in between and then buy. During this time, you want things to go as smoothly as possible, so be cooperative and responsive. If you agreed for the buyer to have an inspection done, you'll want to be accommodating for them to schedule the inspection and have it completed. If the buyer is getting a mortgage, you'll also need to allow the buyer's lender's appraiser to come into the home to appraise the value. The buyer will also need an opportunity for a final walkthrough within 5 days of closing. The purpose is for them to be assured that the house is in the same condition it was when they originally saw it, and if there were any repairs or changes negotiated in the accepted offer, that those have been completed. If any seller repairs were negotiated into the offer, get those taken care of as quickly as possible. As it gets nearer to closing, you'll want to reach out to the utility companies to note that you are selling your home and let them know what the closing date is and that the new owner should take over the utilities as of that date. It's best not to cancel or transfer the utilities until the closing date to be sure that the transaction doesn't fall through. If it does and you have to put the home back on the market, it may cost you reconnection fees, and you want to make sure that you have the electricity and water running when buyers are touring your home. Also during this time, if the title and escrow company has any requests for you, be sure to get back to them as promptly as possible. Now it's time for closing and possession. Once the buyer's financing is approved and all the other steps negotiated in the contract have been completed, it's time to close on the transaction. And closing is the process where the property is officially transferred to the buyer from the seller. You as the seller will receive the funds for the home and it will officially be transferred into the buyer's name. The closing company will reach out to you to sign the final documents, and your realtor will discuss handing over the keys, the garage door openers, the mail key, and whatever else you might have. You may even sign a day or so prior to closing if requested by the escrow company. If so, the buyer still won't take possession until closing day. Be sure to have everything out of the home before the buyer is scheduled to take possession, or you might not get it back. While this list doesn't include every little step in the process of selling a home, it outlines the high-level processes to give you a good understanding of what will take place. For more information, you can watch other videos on my Home Seller Topics playlist, like the one suggested here, or feel free to contact me. Don't forget to subscribe, as new videos will be posted each week. Thanks for watching.